Hello, welcome back. So now we'll start our lecture. So these are the content that we will discuss in this lecture. So first we will start with the definition. Well, what is meant by the structure? So if you look in the dictionary and you will find a definition something like this. So structure is an assemblage of components which are connected in such a way that the structure can withstand the action of load that are applied to it. So the structure is basically an assembly of various elements or components, and with that, uh, I mean the structure is something which can withstand the action of external effects. Now those effects can be in terms of loads, in terms of many factors. So to understand the structure, we will take an example. I mean, in the nature, because there are so many things in nature which are actually related to the structure. So now we will see structures in nature. So the basic example we can take from nature is the example of tree. So in the photo you can see there is a tree, and tree has many elements which are composed in the form of a structure. So like tree has a central part which we call as trunk or stem, and it is fixed in the ground with the help of roots. And on the above part, the stem is connected with various branches and twigs. So the upper part, this part is called the crown. Well, to be specific, the tree, which is something like this. So this part is called crown, and this part is called stem. And in the ground, it is rigidly fixed with the help of the roots. So this structure of tree is something like this because to withstand the external effect. Now, tree can be exposed to various effects such as the effect of wind. So the structure of tree is such that it can easily withstand the effect of tree. Similarly, if you look at the internal structure of the tree, so if you cut the tree from here, then you will find the structure of tree something like this. And in between, in the middle, it is a non-living tissue. uh, I mean the inner part is called the pith, which is the hardest part of the trunk. And on the outer part there is some living cells, so the growth is happening from outside only. So at each and every year the ring, like you can see there are so many rings, these rings forms. So this is a classic example of structure. Now we will take another example, like in case of spider web. Well, spider web has, I mean, spider has a gland which actually emit the silk, and with the help of silk, it makes the spider web. Well, spider web is again a very strong in resisting the tensile force. Now, uh, the spider web is again designed in such a manner so that the external effect, now that external effect can be the impact effect. Impact. Now what is that impact? For example, if there is a spider web, so it can resist the impact of a fast flowing insect, so it will not break with that. So such kind of impact it can resist. And the wire, the gland of this silk, it is so strong that if we compare this with the same size of steel, then it will be the strongest than the steel. So that is again a structure which is formed to resist the external effect, and in this case the external effect can be the impact effect. So again, this is a kind of structure which is being formed. Another example we can take of the egg shell. We know egg shell is mainly composed of calcium carbonate. 95% of the part is calcium carbonate, and that calcium carbonate is mixed with the organic matrix, mainly the protein matrix, and the shell is formed in such a manner that it is strong in compression but weak in tension. So basically, if you squeeze this egg from the sides, it will crushed. But if you try to squeeze it from the ends, like if you try to squeeze this egg in this manner, it will not be broken very easily. Why? Because the structure of this egg is such that it is I mean the cells of the egg shell is like in this direction, and that is why it is strong in this. Now, why it is strong in this? Because when an average laying hen, when it sits on this top, then it give, I mean, the structure is such that it can resist the weight of the hen. So that is why the structure of the egg is in this manner. And you can see the example of this is taken in one of the structure. You can see there are something these kind of entry. So this kind of arch, this is called pointed arch. So this example or this reference of this arch can be inferred from this egg. So the pointed part is very strong. So you can see here, if the radius of curvature, this is the curve. So if this radius of curvature is less, in that case, what will happen is the arch will be strong in compression. Well, compression, you can see, if there is a body, if the force is try to compress it, so the body will experience the compression, or it will try to resist against the compression. So this arch is strong in compression but weak in tension. Or basically the function of this arch is basically to maintain or to resist the compressive force. So that is why the foam is suitable here. Similarly, if we take another example, say the shock bubble, bubble formed by the pure water, it is not that much resistive. But if you mix some surfactant such as the soap in the water, then there may be some bubbles that will form, and those bubbles will form because of the property, one of the very important property, that is surface tension. So because of surface tension, the shock bubble forms, and internal and outside pressure they will maintain, and in between them there is a layer of that bubble. So if those bubbles will meet, they generally form a line. Say for example, if three shock bubble will meet, then they will form a line, something like this. They will form like this. So the line will be such that the angle between them will be 120 degree. Why 120 degree? Because at that point they will occupy the less surface area. Well, why shock bubble is circular? Because in that case also the optimum or minimum surface, minimum volume that it can attain will be a circle. So that is why the bubbles are in the shape of this curved or rounded form. So such kind of I mean this theorem is called the double bubble theorem. And based on this theorem, there is a structure, this one, which is constructed in UK, and they are called biodomes at the Eden project in Cornwall. So this kind of example you can see here, this kind of example is also taken in a physical building which is being constructed. So you can see there are so many structures in the nature, in which man has built. They are their references are taken from the nature. And the most classic example is the human body. Well, human body consists of 206 bones, and these 206 bones are they works in conjunction with the around 650 muscles. So they are balanced such that we can move, we can form, we can move anywhere, or we can balance us so that we can be worked out, we can walk, we can run, and even we can play, we can have various exercises. So like in this you can say there is a girl who is dancing, and this is actually the example of human body structure stability. So we are so stable. I mean, our body is such that we can perform various activity without much difficulty. Similarly, in this case, you can see there is a person, sports person, who is trying to hinge himself in from the middle, and from both hand it is cantilevered. Cantilevered means in the middle it is fixed, and from on the other end it is free. Similarly, you can see there is an example of people circle. They are sitting on each other, and they are actually forming a structure which is called the tensegrity structure. Well, tensegrity structure is a kind of structure in which compression members are not meeting. They are meeting with the tension member. So these people circle are actually forming a type of structure which is self-efficient. They are not supporting any external factor, but they are actually making a structure by itself. So that is again a very classic example that we can see. So these are some of the examples that I have taken so that you understand the concept of structure. And structure is actually, as we have seen, it is actually an assembly of various elements which makes a single unit which can resist various effects, various external effects. So basically, whatever structure we see, it is being built to resist the external effect. Now, those external effect can be the load, or can be the atmospheric actions. So that depends what is the structure and what is the body. Like in case of tree structure is such that it can resist the impact of wind. Similarly, in case of egg, the structure of egg is such that it can take the weight of the hen or the bird. So that depends on the function. What is the function a body is serving? And based on that, the structure can be designed in that manner so that it can resist the effects. So we will continue our discussion in the next part. Thank you.